Everybody, and welcome to the IT Sligo GA Park in Ballinode here for the Lidl National Football League Division 3A opener. It's Sligo against Louth here. Weather conditions aren't perfect, I'll be honest. It's been raining most of the day, and the breeze going from right to left as we watch it. We've just seen the two captains in there, Shannon McLaughlin from Louth and Sligo Sarah Reynolds. We'll go through the teams first for this opening round fixture, and Sligo, well, it's the only governing goal. The full back line is the number 20, Ellie McDermott. She comes in at corner back. It's Aoife Morris Rowe moves to full back, Jade Lyons, Claire Dunn, Aisling Egan and Leah Kelly. Leah Kelly now is starting in the half-back line instead of Sarah Cunning. And the midfielders, Sarah Reynolds and Moisha Malloy, Aoife Harron, Rachel O'Brien and Lisa Powell in the half-forward line. Leah Duffy, Katie Walsh and Megan McCormick. That's Sligo's full forward line. So just that one change. Ellie McDermott coming in. Two changes. Ellie McDermott both in defence. And Ellie McDermott coming in at cornerback, and Leah Kelly to the half-back line for Sligo. For Louth, no changes from the programme, from the team that we were given on the programme. That's Una Pearson in goal, Ayla Shan, Sarah Quinn, Holly Lamb, Sally cornerback, Rebecca Carr, Shannon McLaughlin captain, Ciara Nolan, Aoife Halligan, Eva Byrne midfield, Roisin Kavanagh, Kate Flood and Aoife Russell are the half forwards. Laura Collins, Eve Rice and Jenny McCourt are the inside forwards for this game, and the rain is still pelting down here as it goes from the breeze. Well, some of the flags are moving and some aren't moving that strong. Weather-wise conditions for both teams, of course, Louth coming up from Division 4 last year, they beat Leitrim in that final, and Sligo were Division 3 semi-finalists last year. So Sligo and Louth both have a lot to prove for this campaign. Sligo with Anthony Brennan in charge, and Louth's manager is Wayne Freeman. This is Anthony Brennan's second year in charge of Sligo, and not in the team today, out injured, is Nicola Brennan. She was last year's captain, Anthony's daughter. New captain for the team this year is Sarah Reynolds from the Giva Club. So both teams, well, Louth seem to have finished their huddle as we watch on. And the fine... Oh, and we just have a little... And that was just a little technical thing in the background. We're just swapping headphones with cameraman John, that I never met before until today, but he's enjoying himself out on the conditions as the rain is now pouring down here. And the referee for this game is Kevin Corcoran from Mayo. And Sligo will be looking to get off to a good start in this fixture. They've got Roscommon away and Down at home in their next two games. And we see on the far side now the Sligo huddle is on, and Louth are just going through some final warm-up routines before throw-in. It's going to be difficult with this weather. The rain softly dropping in the background, the breeze going from right to left, and the referee now is getting the players organised to get out to the centre and for the players to go to their respective positions. And it's in the background we see Sligo University Hospital, behind us the buildings of IT Sligo, and here of course at IT Sligo is where, well, a lot of us would have got our vaccines against COVID-19, and let's hope that all that a corner has been turned on all that. And of course the players and different teams have had their campaigns disrupted in recent years with the whole pandemic, as life in general, but hopefully this is back to normal as Louth are lining up in their respective positions first off. So Sligo against Louth here at IT Sligo, and the referee is Kevin Corcoran. So it will be Sligo who will be defending the breeze in the first half. So Louth have the breeze. Louth playing from right to left into the breeze in this first half. And that's a local linesman just in front of us there, TJ Keaveney. Always smiling TJ. One of those officials that hail, rain or shine, in this case hail. He has a smile on his face. So we're just seconds away from the start of Sligo and Louth in the Lidl National Football League Division 3A. Matters are underway. And immediately the ball breaks in the centre. Sligo looking to pick it up, but it's Louth in possession first off with Emer Byrne. Byrne plays a low ball inside and the forwards are onto it. That's Kate Flood. And the centre forward finds one of her corner forwards, Laura Collins. Good possession from Louth early on. In the opening minute, the shot comes in from Niamh Rice. Well, 28 seconds on the clock. Louth's first attack, Louth's first score. And that was a good score from full forward Niamh Rice. In the opening minute, they won the ball from the throw-in. They won the break. And Emer Byrne got on the ball. So too did Kate Flood. Now Leonie Gohan, short. Kick out from Gohan. Finds Ellie McDermott, who's fouled. So it's going to be a free from Sligo. The wise thing for Sligo would be to play short kick-outs. Well, possibly a push on a Sligo player there, Rachel O'Brien, but no foul given. Play continues with Louth back in possession. Emer Byrne has it to Rebecca Carr. Good play from Louth around the attack. And they played inside. A shooting opportunity here for them. And again, it's Emer Byrne on the ball. She's seen a lot of play in this first half, and that was a good opportunity. But that's a wide from Niamh Rice with 2 minutes on the clock. That looked like it was a very good opportunity for Louth. But Niamh Rice put that one wide. So it's another kick out for Sligo. And this time Leonie Gohan doesn't get it to a colleague. It's only with Aoife Russell of Louth, and they're on the attack. They lead 1 point to no score. A chance here for Louth, a goal chance. It's a shot coming in, and it's fired over the bar there. I think that was Laura Collins got that one, the number 13. So 2 points already for Louth, 2 scores to 0. And that was a short kick out from Leonie Gohan. Didn't quite work out. Now this one is better. She finds a teammate. Back to Gohan, the goalkeeper. Sligo trail 2 points to no score. Louth with the early scores. Laura Collins and Niamh Rice. That's Leah Kelly on the ball. Kelly to Ellie McDermott. Sligo, this is their actual first time to get into Louth's territory. And they're on the move. Some nice passing on that far side, looking to bring Megan McCormick into play. In fact, it's the other corner forward, Leah Duffy. Duffy is forced out over the sideline. It's going to be a sideline ball to Louth. 3 minutes gone in this first half. Louth 2 points. Sligo no score. That was the first semblance of a Sligo attack, but it's Louth who have possession in their own half. Well, dangerous ball floated by the goalkeeper. Well, almost an interception there from Sligo. Aoife Harron was in there to try and get to it, but no. Louth have recovered and they're back with possession. Rebecca Carr on the ball. Back to Holly Lamb-Sally. That's a good attack and a good score from Niamh Rice. Well, I said it just as she was shooting, but from the angle of where we were watching, the ball was floating true and accurate between the uprights. Well, that was a good score for Louth, their third of this game. Second score for Niamh Rice. And that all came from a ball from their goalkeeper. And here they're on the attack again. And this time, well, it's Laura Collins. So that's point number 4 for Louth. And we're only 4 minutes into proceedings. And before that fourth score, I was just reflecting on what had happened for the third score. The Louth goalkeeper played a ball in her own half to a teammate. There could have been a Sligo interception, there wasn't. And from that move that began in their own half, Louth got point number 3, and they're after getting point number 4. Laura Collins on target again. So that's 4 scores to 0. Sligo down by 4 points already, and we've just had 5 minutes played here. And they're trying to get the ball out of their own half, and now they can with Megan McCormick. McCormick, she's coming out far from her corner forward position. Well, she didn't find a teammate, Rachel O'Brien, there on that occasion. So that's a turnover from Sligo, and Louth have possession back with Rebecca Carr. Carr now finds Holly Lamb-Sally, the corner back, and she gets possession to Roisin Kavanagh. A lot of Louth players involved in this move, and that's a turnover. Good interception, defensive work from Sligo. Eventually, good work from Sarah Reynolds, the team captain. Sligo needed that. They trail by 4 points to no score. 6 minutes gone here at the IT Sligo GA pitch. And this time now Sligo get an attack going. Was that a foul on Leah Duffy? No, says the referee. It's deemed a turnover. Sligo give it away, but almost stealing in was Megan McCormick for Sligo. But Louth are patient, and they're also accurate with their passing, and they're keeping their composure, and they're moving play down on that far side now. Good ball carrying there from Aoife Russell. Well, Aoife Russell back on the ball again. So Louth retain possession. They lead 4 points to no score. 6 minutes gone. It's still raining. Sligo still trailing. And Louth with all the answers so far. The team in red playing from right to left with the elements in their favour. So with the breeze, they would expect to have some lead built up. And here's a chance of another score here. Emer Byrne cutting inside. Well, gets it back to Jenny McCourt. McCourt has she got that over the bar? She has. First score for Jenny McCourt. 5th score for Louth. It's 5 points to no score here in the rain in Sligo. And Sligo's campaign, well, based on the opening 7 minutes, it's not looking good so far. Louth with that 5-0 lead, but that's a good kick out from Leonie Gohan to the far side, picking out Leah Kelly. And now Sligo can attack. They really haven't put any sort of pressure on that Louth defence just yet. Some passes inside into the corner forwards, it didn't work out, but now they're on the attack with Leah Kelly. She's also signed for Sligo Rovers in the FAI Women's National League, so she'll be a dual player this year. Leah Kelly does well, gets Katie Walsh on the ball for the first time. The dangerous Sligo full forward, Katie Walsh. Well, she wins a free. It looked like she was cutting inside her marker and about to loft a trademark shot at goal. Very accurate forward is Katie Walsh. It's Louth though who have shown the greater accuracy so far with their inside forwards, Laura Collins, Niamh Rice and Jenny McCourt with the scores. I was just checking with my stats colleague here, Caitlin Donoghue, but Caitlin will be marking that one down as the score for Katie Walsh. So that's the first score for Sligo, a free. And we're looking at 8 minutes gone now in the first half. It's 5-1 to Louth. They take the short kick out. They've got the breeze in their favour. So it's not the breeziest of days here, but it is raining. Raining persistently here. As Louth play a lovely ball inside. Emer Byrne finds one of her inside forwards. And Laura Collins, well, that's another wide. Second wide for Louth now. It's 5-1 to Louth. They've had 2 wides. They've the breeze in their favour. They've had most of the possession. They've had most of the attacks. So very little for Sligo fans to enthuse about. And indeed those without umbrellas have little less to enthuse about so far. As Sligo on the attack, that's good ball into space. Ellie McDermott unmarked for the moment. She brings Claire Dunn into the game. Claire Dunn now going forward. Well, that was a foul on Leah Duffy. So a ball played by Claire Dunn into Leah Duffy. Claire Dunn is the vice captain of the team. Foul on Leah Duffy. So a chance for Sligo to get their second score. It's 5-1 so far here. Leah Duffy plays it short into Katie Walsh. Good turn from Walsh. She's close to goal. Can Walsh cut inside? She's very near the end line. She's in front of goal. Chance here. Well, has it evaporated? It sort of has. The move has broken down. And Megan McCormick is forced away from goal. And a shot from Rachel O'Brien is blocked. But Sligo recycled and still have it back. They're on the attack, but that all came from that Leah Duffy free, played short into Katie Walsh, and continuing play now with Roisin Malloy. Well, she's deemed to have overcarried Roisin Malloy from Eastern Harps in midfield with Sarah Reynolds, and it's been Louth got away with it there, and maybe Sligo will reflect on a chance that they had to take a score instead of working the ball short, but of course they were against the breeze. The rain now is pelting down even more here. It's very, very difficult for the players out there as Sligo win it back, but there's going to be a stoppage in play, an injury to a Louth player. They lead 5-1 here. They've had all the better of the play and possession, but given the conditions and the fact that Sligo have moved the ball a number of times into the Louth half, it isn't an impossible breeze to play against. As I say, it's not that breezy, but the rain is piling down the whole time here. It's 5-1 to Louth, and 11 minutes gone as a stoppage on that far side. One of the Louth players seem to have a leg injury, a knee injury, from what we can see on the monitor in front of us. So this is a welcome stoppage for Sligo with 11 minutes on the clock, and it's 5. Of course there will be time added on for any stoppages, but it's 5-1 to Louth at the moment. Good start for them in this campaign, coming up from Division 4 of course. The player's back on her feet, that's Aoife Russell. Good news for her and Louth that she's able to continue, but Sligo have the ball back on the attack with Roisin Malloy. Malloy does well, this time pass the ball inside. There's a chance for Sligo with Leah Kelly. Leah Kelly shot, well, the slow walk from one of the umpires, but it is being waved and it's gone over. That's Leah Kelly with a point. It's now 5-2, and that all was down to the work of Roisin Malloy. Malloy slowly but surely finding her way in this game as Louth take a short kick out on the far side, retain possession, and they can get underway yet again. They lead 5-2, but they've conceded the last 2 scores here in the rain, where the currency here is an umbrella. If you don't have one, well, you're in for a long afternoon, and for a while it looked like Sligo were in for a long afternoon given the amount of scores that they were giving away. And that's Louth on the attack yet again. Another good move for Louth. Kate Flood, well, and it's gone into the net. That's a difficult score for Sligo to give away, and a fortuitous one for Louth. Kate Flood's goal. 13 minutes on the clock. Well, Kate Flood was looking for a point, I'm sure, I'm almost certain. Now she might say afterwards she was going for goal, but she was looking for a point, and the ball dropped short and slipped. A combination of dropping short and the last touch coming off the hands of Sligo goalkeeper Leona Gohan, who is under some pressure there but wins a breaking ball. So it's now 1-5 for Louth, 2 points for Sligo. Sligo creeping back into proceedings at 5-2, but have it all to do again. That goal from Kate Flood giving Louth an advantage in the rain. Handling conditions are difficult. It's also difficult underfoot conditions as Louth on the attack yet again. Remember, they have the conditions in their favour, so you'd expect them to have some sort of an advantage built up, and they're on the attack again now. Niamh Rice plays it outfield, out to one of her midfielders, Emer Byrne. Nice skills there from Laura Collins, but she's bottled up, and indeed she overcarried. Initially it looked like she might jink away from a couple of challenges, but she overcarried, and it's going to be a free out for Sligo. So this is going to be a brief respite for Sligo. Under pressure here, 1-5 to 2 points. Sligo now play it short back to goalkeeper Leona Gohan, bringing Aoife Morris-Rowan into play, back to Gohan. Sligo have the ball on their own half, and ideally they want to be having it at the other end and put Louth under pressure. It's gone out over the sideline. It's a turnover, a Louth sideline ball. Louth on the attack again. Aoife Russell, the player that was injured a few minutes ago. And they're on the attack. Emer Byrne has it. Byrne fires a shot in. Well, good handling there by the goalkeeper this time. So that's a Louth turnover. So it's Louth on the attack. Well, they were on the attack, but Sligo have it back with Roisin Malloy, one of their better players here in this game. Well, that pass just didn't reach its intended target. Sligo give it away, almost. Ellie McDermott stepping in. Didn't quite get to it. And it's Ciara Nolan, the Louth wing back, has put that one out. And it's Louth now under some pressure. Katie Walsh a long way from goal, but this time she gets Megan McCormick on the ball. It's Sligo now on the attack. McCormick running forward into Sarah Reynolds. A chance for Sligo. Reynolds is tackled. There's good defending from Louth, but an unfair challenge on Reynolds, and she gives away a free. It's 2 points to Sligo, 1-5 to Louth, and that was a better attack from Sligo. Katie Walsh involved. The burst forward from Megan McCormick, and now Sligo, remember, had a similar free. Was almost a similar situation, a bit further to the right of the posts, but this time it's Katie Walsh. Can she get her second point? Katie Walsh lofts this one in, and the umpire reaches for the flag. That's over the bar. That's 3 points for Sligo. It's 1-5 for Louth. So a second point for Sligo. 16 minutes on the clock, plus there will be the time to be added on account of that injury to Aoife Russell earlier. But that's a poor kick out from the Louth goalkeeper, Una Pearson, not punished. And the shot lashed in by Leah Duffy. Leah had more time. She could have carried it closer to goal, or she could have had a more accurate shot. She had two options. She took neither. It was a shot kicked wide in the end. A hurried effort. She saw the goalkeeper out, the open goal. She rushed her shot, and I'm sure if she got that chance again, she'd ping it over or under the bar, but not on this occasion. A good chance for Sligo, and now Louth return to the other end, and they're on the attack. They lead 1-5 to 3, and there's Aoife Russell going through. Back to Kate Flood, the goal scorer. Floats the ball in and floats it over the bar. That's a good score from Kate Flood. That's Louth increasing their lead 1-6 to 3. And it's Leonie Gohan with this, and it's going to be the water break. Well, it's kind of ironic that there's a water break with the amount of water that's falling in this game, but it is Louth with the advantage so far. 1-6 to 3 points. Kate Flood with 1-1. That fortuitous lucky goal, and the inside forwards have also proved very, very accurate. Laura Collins, Niamh Rice and Jenny McCourt have all found points for Louth in this first half, and the Sligo scorers: Leah Kelly with 1 from play and 2 scores from Kate Walsh, both frees. They had that wide, and they also had, well, 2 wides each. The Sligo wide, one of the Sligo wides was a shot from Leah Duffy when she picked up that short goal kick from Una Pearson. So we're in the middle of the water break here, and it's Louth with that lead. So Sligo will have to really up their game for the remainder of this first half, and indeed for the remainder of this contest, because they're under pressure at the moment, as the players have got whatever instruction they can from the respective managements, and they've also got a chance for a quick breather and some intake of liquids as well, just as we've had a bit of wee break here in our commentary position. But the rain is piling down. The breeze isn't as strong as we anticipated. Louth have whatever breeze there is going from right to left as we watch it, and the game is resuming. In this first half, it's Louth who lead 1-6 to Sligo's 3 points, and Sligo get that one from Leonie Gohan. It's Aoife Harron on the ball there, and Sligo moving the ball forward inside to Leah Kelly, or to Rachel O'Brien, back to Roisin Malloy, and Malloy wins a free for Sligo, and Roisin Malloy wonders what her options are. One of those options is Claire Dunn, who's in some space on the right hand side. She plays a nice ball into corner forward Megan McCormick. Louth having to do some defending. That's Ciara Nolan starting the defensive blanket for Louth, but it's Sligo in possession. Back to midfielder Sarah Reynolds. The pass didn't initially reach Megan McCormick. It does now, but then it is intercepted. It's a free for Louth anyway. So it's Louth leading 1-6 to 3 points here. We've had our water break, and the rain is piling down here at Ballinode on the grounds of IT Sligo. Una Pearson, she got away with that short, poor kick out in this first half that wasn't punished by Leah Duffy. And she turns the ball over there and Sligo have it back. And they're on the attack. Good play from Claire Dunn, storming forward. Brings Aoife Harron into the ball, with the ball into play. It's a loose pass from Harron though, and Louth have it back. And possession back with the visitors. Last year's Division 4 champions. And looked like Ciara Nolan was under, well, she doesn't get the free. She turns it over. So Katie Walsh has a chance. Well, she plays it back to Claire Dunn, who's getting on a lot of the ball at the moment. Claire Dunn popping it inside. Finding Lisa Powell. Good move from Sligo. Very good move from Sligo, but it's gone to the right and wide, or the left and wide as we watch it. So a chance there for Sligo. It was one of their better moves in this first half, must be said. Lisa Powell getting on the ball. One of the players there involved. And it's Louth taking this kick out to the far side. Shannon McLaughlin, the team captain, plays it all the way back to the goalkeeper who started it, Una Pearson. Louth have the comfort of this lead, 1-6 to 3 points. And it looked like Ailish Hand was running into trouble, but she was just running into getting fouled. And it's going to be a free for Louth, and Ailish Hand will need some attention. The cornerback for Louth, her team leading here, 1-6 to 3 points. So Louth have possession again. They've really controlled most of this, if not all of this first half, but that was a loose ball from them. Well played from Leah Kelly. Interception from Kelly. Sligo now can break with Roisin Malloy, the midfielder, powering through. Malloy, good run from Malloy in these conditions. And, well, it seemed slightly harsh from referee Kevin Corcoran. Roisin Malloy, good ball carrier, bringing the threat to Louth, but she was deemed to have overcarried. And just in the background we can see the wonderful outdoor running track here at IT Sligo. But here on the grass pitch, the GA pitch, it's Louth against Sligo in Division 3A of the Lidl National Football League. Round 1, Louth leading 1-6 to Sligo's 3 points. But the first half is moving on. We've played 20 minutes so far, and that includes the water break. Louth on the attack, they're patient here. The breeze really not a significant factor at all in this half, but the rain is, and Louth don't give it away there, but almost stayed, and Sligo just quite couldn't get their hands on that ball. But that was a shot in from Niamh Rice. That's really a shot into the goalkeeper, is a turnover. But it was a chance of a point for Rice, who's got 2 scores already for Louth, who lead here, the team in red. Sligo playing from left to right, trailing. They will have whatever breeze in their favour in the second half, and now they're on the attack again. So a little bit more latitude for midfielders Reynolds and Malloy in this half, getting on more ball, but they're turning it over as well. Louth still making the fewer mistakes, and they're on the attack there. And a ball launched into the Sligo goal mouth, and well, the referee has spotted a free to Sligo. So possession back with the team, the home team, the team in black and white. And now they can bring Katie Walsh into it. The only thing about getting Katie Walsh on the ball, you'd rather her in front of goal than where she is at the moment. She can't quite get it back to Sarah Reynolds. Looked like it was foul there from Louth, but Sligo have it. Claire Dunn, good play from her. She's come into her own in this second half, first half, sorry. Rachel O'Brien in possession now. A good move from Sligo. O'Brien goes through. A chance for Rachel O'Brien. Well, it's going to be a free in for Sligo. Rachel O'Brien, that's the first time she's got an opportunity to run at that Louth defence. We mentioned Katie Walsh coming out a long way from goal, getting on the ball. Well, at least the one thing about what if Katie Walsh gets on the ball, she will make things happen. She made that move happen there for Rachel O'Brien, who was fouled. And a chance here now for Katie Walsh's third point of the half, which would be Sligo's fourth. And it's Katie Walsh, right-footed, lost it over, and well, the slow walk from the umpire, but it's an accurate kick from Walsh. 3 points for Walsh, 4 for Sligo, 1-6 to Louth. And it's Louth now have to start themselves from the defence with Una Pearson, goalkeeper. She plays to the far side. Pressure coming from the Sligo team, Roisin Malloy especially. And at least they're putting pressure on the Louth players, so no ball has been played out that easily from the Louth half, but they're getting away there with Ciara Nolan. Good play from the wing back for Louth. Into the centre, she had a couple of options. One of them was Ailish Hand. So Louth on the attack again with Ailish Hand on the ball. Jenny McCourt, a good way from corner forward position, but Louth have had the better and sharper attacks in this first half, and they're on the attack again. The team in red, they're comfortable with possession. Not so comfortable there because they give it away. Good play from Sligo. Good defensive interception from Ellie McDermott. McDermott to Katie Walsh. Back to Katie Walsh via Rachel O'Brien. A number of the Sligo players have really begun to find their feet. One of them, Roisin Malloy, plays a ball inside. Well, intercepted. Good interception from Shannon McLaughlin, the Louth captain. So it was either a good interception or a bad pass. Take your pick on that one. And at the other end, a loose ball forward for the Louth attack, as Kate Flood will redeem herself on that attack and keep it going, and plays it inside where there's a Louth player outnumbered but on the ball, but they give it away. Louth, that's one of their few mistakes in this first half. We've had 24 minutes played here. It's Louth leading 1-6 to Sligo's 4, but Sligo have possession. Bit more zip about Sligo since the water break. And that ball will eventually find Megan McCormick. McCormick now forced back. Aoife Harron in possession. Sligo playing from left to right. And on the attack again with Roisin Malloy. Brings Rachel O'Brien into it. Rachel O'Brien going through. And there's a chance for a player who's come into the fray. That's Lauren Normanley, and that's a chance that's a chance from Megan McCormick into the goalkeeper Una Pearson. So we see a change for Sligo, and that is 24. Laurel Normanley has come on in this first half. So Laura Normanley has come in, and I don't see Leah Duffy out there. So Laura Normanley from the Tourlestrand club. She's now into the forward line. So it's Louth with the lead here. 1-6 to Sligo's 4 points. So still a significant mountain to climb from a Sligo perspective in the rain here at IT Sligo. As cameraman John just briefly takes his handkerchief, well, I'm sure it's the camera handkerchief, it's not his own handkerchief, to the camera there, and cleans the screen for us to see what's happening here. And it's a Louth possession. So Louth have had the better of the first half, but as the first half has gone on, Sligo have come into proceedings and shown that they can be a threat, and that's a number of occasions. That's the latest situation where Louth's defence has lived a little bit dangerously, and they've been playing the ball back to their goalkeeper, almost caught out, but they managed to move the ball. That's a good interception for Sligo. Very good interception there, defensive work from Leah Kelly. Sligo can counter at the other end with Sarah Reynolds going through. Well, another of those that you can hear in the background, some of the Sligo fans, come on ref. Well, that's usually what's said, but another one of those moments where, was it a free for Sligo? Was it not? Was it a free for Louth? Was it not? But there is a Louth player, Ayla Shan, getting some attention. She's been in the war somewhat. And it's actually Lisa Powell who's been replaced for Sligo. So Lauren Normanley, apologies to Leah Duffy. She's obviously still on the pitch. Oh, that's the second change. So we're just trying to confirm. The second change is 25, Maeve Casserly. So Maeve Casserly has come in for Lisa Powell. And Lauren Normanley has come in for Leah Duffy. So that's the two changes in this first half. 24 has replaced 13 and 25 for 12. Louth with possession. They haven't made any changes so far. Really, they haven't needed to, as Katie Walsh intercepts. This is a chance for Sligo going through. Katie Walsh, all on her own, takes on the defence. Katie Walsh inside. That's Claire Dunn. That's a goal chance for Dunn. Saved by the keeper. The shot straight at the keeper. But nevertheless, great chance for Sligo. Claire Dunn with the shot. It's going to be a free out now. Claire Dunn with the goal shot with 28 minutes gone in the second half. Claire Dunn's goal chance from Katie Walsh's interception, work and pass. Really, Sligo could have had a goal there. They didn't take it. But Claire Dunn, one of the Sligo players who have come into their own in this first half, although Louth still have possession, chances, and crucially they've got that lead on the scoreboard, 1-6 to 4 points. And Louth on the attack yet again. Emer Byrne involved, the midfielder, into Jenny McCourt, who's a good way out from goal. McCourt back to Aoife Russell. Louth getting a lot of players on the ball. Roisin Kavanagh, then Shannon McLaughlin. Now Ciara Nolan played inside to Kate Flood, the goal scorer. She sort of dances around the house, lofts it high. I think that's well. I wasn't sure was that over, but it's gone over. It was a touch and go finish, but Kate Flood, the score has been given. It's now 1-7 to 4 points. A 6-point difference as we look at the watch. And it's we'll soon be into the 30th minute, so time to be added on. And Sligo will have the breeze, whatever breeze there is in the second half, in their favour for the second period, but they have that difference to make up, as Katie Walsh has won a lot of ball around the middle, but Sligo don't want her there. They want her in the full forward position. She does well to bring Megan McCormick into play. McCormick back to Ellie McDermott. The ball played across. Well, it would have been a good ball if it had reached Jade Lyons. It still is with Sligo though, through Roisin Malloy. She's going through Malloy, putting pressure on. Good attack from Sligo. That's a shot coming in from Lauren Normanley. And that's a good score from Lauren Normanley. Very good score. Sligo needed that one. And that's now score number 5 for Sligo. So 1-7 to 5. A 5-point difference. Not as bad as some parts of the first half. It did seem here that Louth were really in control of proceedings. And it's going to be the goalkeeper Una Pearson took too long to take out the goal kick, so the referee is going to be a throw ball or a free in, is it? It's going to be a free in for Sligo, in fact. So that's an unforeseen advantage for Sligo here, as Katie Walsh, she's already kicked 3 points from frees. If she gets this, it'll be point number 4. It'll be Sligo's 6th point, and the gap will be down to 4. So Katie Walsh, trusty right boot, gets that one over the bar. And that's the half-time break here. So we just had 2 minutes of stoppage time. It's half-time here. It's Sligo have scored 6 points. Sligo 6 points, and it's Louth 1-7. So 6 to 1-7, 4-point difference. So it's half-time here. All to play for in the second half. Louth Louth were the much the better side at times in that first half. Got a fortuitous goal from Kate Flood in the 30th minute, but Sligo have kept chipping away. Conditions are very, very difficult for both teams. But at the moment, it's half time here. It's Louth leading 1-7 to Sligo's 6 points. So welcome back to IT Sligo. The rain has cleared somewhat, and the breeze isn't as strong as it was in the first half. In that first half, of course, Sligo scored 6 points. Louth 1-7, a fortuitous goal for Louth in the first half from Kate Flood. And just to clarify, Sligo will be starting the second half with just 14 players because Rachel O'Brien has about 5 minutes left in the sin bin. She picked up a yellow card in the closing stages of that first half for a high challenge, and Kevin Corcoran showed her the yellow card, so O'Brien had to go to the sideline. That leaves Sligo a player down for the second half, which is about to get underway. Sligo making a number of changes too in that first half. One of those changes was a substitute, two subs coming in. Second half is underway, but of the two subs coming in, one of them scored, Lauren Normanley. And it's Sligo now, with whatever conditions breeze-wise are with them. It's Roisin Malloy going through. Chance for Sligo. Malloy has a shot. Can she pop it over the bar? She can. That's a score for Sligo. And in the opening 20 seconds of this second half, Roisin Malloy has scored a point for Sligo. So it's now 7-1-7. So a 3-point game. Louth now rattled somewhat by the concession of that score, but they still have the extra player for at least another 5 minutes. And it's Kate Flood, the goal scorer, on the ball. Finds Jenny McCourt, corner forward. Louth now playing left to right against the slight breeze. The rain still piling down here. And it's Louth on the attack. Aoife Russell in possession for the team from Leinster, last year's Division 4 winners. A chance there. Well, that's Niamh Rice, and that's a chance gone wide for Louth. So in the first half they were very accurate, and it's gone out actually for a 45, sorry. So it's a 45 for Louth. Their first meaningful attack of the second half. Second minute gone here at Ballinode. And as we've mentioned, Louth winning Division 4 last year, beating Leitrim in the final. They take that 45 short. They give it away. Sligo win it back. Good play from Sligo. A turnover from Louth. It's a 3-point game. 7-1-7. And it's Maeve Casserly looking to make some ground for Sligo on the side as we're watching it. But it's gone out for a sideline ball for Louth, who lead by 3 points. And for much of that first half, the Louth team, managed by Wayne Freeman, were the dominant side. They got a lucky goal. They had Sligo had a goal chance as well in that first half. Remember, Claire Dunn's shot saved by Una Pearson, and Louth were lucky that a short kick out from Una Pearson reached only a Sligo player, Leah Duffy, and Leah Duffy's shot was wide of target when she had an empty goal to aim at. And now we watch Sligo win the ball back. Good play from Ashley Negan. So Sligo now 3 points down. Is all very much in the melting pot here. Louth with the lead. Sligo trying to erase that lead, and Katie Walsh lofts a high searching ball for Lauren Normanley in the corner, but a covering Louth player. And if it looks like there's an extra Louth player, there is, because of course Rachel O'Brien still in the sin bin for Sligo. Louth now on the attack, still in their own half, building up play with Aoife Russell. And Louth, that's been a feature of their game so far. Good movement, good passing, players in support, and even there, where there was a slip, there was still a good pass from Jenny McCourt up to Laura Collins. So now the pressure again on Sligo, back with Jenny McCourt. Louth careful, patient. They have the ball, Aoife Russell, back to McCourt, playing it all the way back if they have to. They have the 3-point lead, so it's up to Sligo to stop these attacks and to put the pressure on. Niamh Rice in possession. She had that chance a while ago, out for 45. It ended up not being a score or anything near it. And Jenny McCourt now in the corner. McCourt back to Aoife Russell. Louth with possession. Controlled possession. Looking for the opening. Looking for something. But they've given it away. Good play from Sligo. Good play from Katie Walsh. A turnover from Louth, and Katie Walsh brings Maeve Casterly into the play, and she tries to get Megan McCormick on the ball. That's very close to the sideline here, and Louth win it back, and it's going to be, well, the Louth player infringed the free given away by Louth, so it's Sligo who have an opportunity. And will Katie Walsh jog down to take this one? No, it's taken short, and it's Maeve Casterly trying to work the ball out of that corner. Gets it to Katie Walsh, back to Megan McCormick. McCormick is bottled up. Some umbrellas in the way as well. Not in front of McCormick, in front of our view. And it's a turnover, and it's back with Louth, and the free is taken quickly. They're in their own half. Better pressure from Sligo in this second half. 3-point game. Louth 1-7, Sligo 7. That Kate Flood goal is the difference. And a good interception from Aoife Morris-Rowe. So the Louth turnover is building up in this game. As Jade Lyons on a very good run forward for Sligo. Lyons still running, still going. Pops it back to Claire Dunn. She's done well in this game for Sligo. Finds Aoife Morris-Rowe. Sligo passing the ball better. Not on that occasion, but it breaks for Sligo. Back with Aoife Morris-Rowe. There's an attack for Sligo into Sarah Reynolds. The Sligo captain turns away from a couple of challenges. Back now to Katie Walsh playing in a role almost like a centre forward quarterback, if there's such a position. And it's back to Roisin Malloy. She's midfield wearing 9. Back to Aoife Morris-Rowe. So Sligo recycle the ball. And it's their turn to move it around the house to Leah Kelly. Good play from Kelly. Keeps the ball. Keeps the move going. Into Maeve Casterly. Casterly going through. Good play from Casterly. Well, that move ended because Casterly overplayed the ball. And it's back with Louth. So pressure from Sligo. Good passing from Sligo. But no end product. And there's Rachel O'Brien back from the sin bin. So it's 15 v 15 in terms of personnel. It's 1-7 in terms of scores. So Louth have more scores on the board. They have the lead. The rain not as bad as earlier. And it's Louth on the attack again. Played inside. Kate Flood on the ball. Good play from the centre forward. The goal scorer from the first half. She has a chance here of a point. That's a good kick from Flood. And that's gone over the bar. And that's Louth's first score of this second half. It's 1-8 now to 7. A 4-point game. Still, Sligo have a chance to get back into it, but they have to score quickly. And Louth, of course, have a lead to hold on to. What a start it would be for Louth up into Division 3. Moving up a level. And here they are, doing well in their first away game of the season. Leading here 1-8 to 7 points. 8 minutes gone in the second half. And that's another good attack building for Louth. Again, they're finding the control again. Rebecca Carr in possession. Ellie McDermott tries to stop her progress, but Louth have it back. And now Laura Collins had a chance for a shot, but tries to bring her corner forward. Jenny McCourt in. McCourt will try for a shot. More difficult angle. In fact, Laura Collins seemed to have the better situation for a shot. She didn't take that one. She gave it to Jenny McCourt. She had the shot and she put it wide. So that's a chance missed for Louth. So it's Leonie Gohan, the Sligo goalkeeper, with this short kick out. Or maybe she'll kick it long. And I think we're just waiting to see. There might be a change. No, the play is continuing. The ref is just making note of something. Leonie Gohan plays it short. She finds Claire Dunn. Sligo build from the back. And now they inject some pace with Sarah Reynolds in midfield. Plays it downfield to Rachel O'Brien. Good pass to O'Brien. O'Brien now, what can she do? She cuts inside her marker, O'Brien. Good play, O'Brien. If this is a good score, if it goes over. Oh, it's gone wide. So that was a change for Louth. In fact, Michelle McMahon, number 30, has come on for number 13. So we won't see Laura Collins again in this game. And they seem to have rearranged their team, and it's Michelle McMahon is back marking Maeve Casterly as Louth give it away there, and it's Maeve Casterly on the ball there, and she finds Holly Lamb. Sally gets away from her, and it's Sligo on the attack with Claire Dunn. It's 1-8 to 7 points here at IT Sligo's GA pitch in Ballinode. Sligo trailing by 4 points, Louth ahead by 4 obviously. Sligo with a lot of possession around the middle, still not hurting Louth as they might like. Ellie McDermott on the ball now. She brings Sarah Reynolds into proceedings. Sligo on the attack with their midfielder going through. Nice ball here, potential Laurel Normanley. Well, that was looked like a hefty challenge on the corner forward, or the attacker who's come in, Laura Normanley, but the referee, Kevin Corcoran, has deemed it a free. So Louth get on with play, get on with proceedings. And the attack with Niamh Rice playing a long ball into the corner, looking for Kate Flood. Flood now marked by Sligo's Aisling Egan. The ball spills away from that challenge. Good work from Egan. Sligo win it back, it's a turnover. And now it's Caoimhe Connor, number 26, is on for Sligo as well. She's come into the fray here. But Louth have it back. That was a turnover from Sligo. So now it's Louth's turn. But they haven't been as in control in this second half as they were in the first, but they still have that lead. It's 1-8 to 7, 4 points between them. And now it's Louth on the attack with Shannon McLaughlin, their captain. Good play from her. She brings Jenny McCourt into proceedings. McCourt plays a nice ball into the corner, looking for the run of the centre forward, who slips, unfortunately for her, and it's a free for Sligo. Play continues. Megan McCormick on the ball, looking for Maeve Casterly now. Picks it up here. Casterly into Katie Walsh. Katie Walsh has a lot of work to do to win that one. She's on the ground, and it's going to be a free for Louth. So Sligo had possession, gave it away, and now it's back with Louth. Niamh Rice, she scored 2 points in the first half. Louth were 1-7 to 6 up at half time, and they lead now 1-8 to 7. 12 minutes gone in the second half. Louth on the attack again, and it's going to be a free in there. And it's not raining. Doesn't seem to be raining at all at the moment, but I still wouldn't venture outside our little media gazebo here. Feel a lot better inside than out, as Louth have a free on that far side. They lead here 1-8 to 7. And here's a chance to extend that lead. They're just doing enough to keep the lead ticking over here. They've only scored once in this second half. And that's a shot coming in from, well, it's going to be a free out. The free was from Kate Flood. A free out is awarded, so no score there. Still 1-8 to 7. 4 points between them. 13 minutes gone, so in the second half. So if Sligo want to get busy on the scoreboard, now is the time. Good play there from Jade Lyons. She keeps possession in her own half, finds Leah Kelly. And Sligo now move the ball into Rachel O'Brien. Good play. O'Brien has some space, some options. One of those options is Katie Walsh. She's fouled, loses the ball. Well, I thought she was fouled, but she wins the ball back. And there she was fouled, according to Kevin Corcoran, the referee. She takes the free quickly into Laura Normanley. Laura Normanley, well, a lot of Louth players around her. So Sligo move away from goal rather than towards it, but now they get Roisin Malloy. Well, they tried to get Roisin Malloy on the end of that move, but it was a turnover given away. Louth have it back. Well, Sligo, that was a strange one. They had possession close to goal. They moved back out, tried to get Roisin Malloy onto it, gave it away, turnover, and now it's Louth on the attack. But good play. Claire Dunn has been excellent in this game for Sligo. The wing back, Caoimhe Connor, is back there. The ball is kicked away from her, so Louth have it back. And now it's Aoife Morris-Rowe who does well for Sligo. So Louth, the rain is back as well. And Louth making mistakes, Sligo making mistakes. And here we have Sligo. Well, was that the pass? Well, it worked out in the end to Rachel O'Brien for Sligo from Lauren Normanley. 1-8-7. Katie Walsh cuts inside 3 players. That's brilliant play from Katie Walsh. Sligo full forward. Katie Walsh going through. Katie Walsh! That's a brilliant goal! Katie Walsh, top corner. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Katie Walsh. That's a super Sligo goal. 15 minutes gone in the second half. Well, what about that? She went past 3 opponents, cut inside, rasped a shot into the top corner. That was a brilliant, brilliant, brilliant goal. 15 minutes gone in this second half. Katie Walsh has scored a fantastic goal for Sligo. It's now 1-7 to 1-8. It's a 1-point game here, and it's the water break. So 15 minutes gone in this second half. We've got the water break. And what about that for a Sligo turnaround? 1-7 to 1-8. A point in it. And that typical question asked at matches all around the country, what's the score? Well, that's what a lady came over to us in a blue brolly, asked what was the score, and we told her, I suppose, what else could we do? And a 1-point game. It's 1-8 to 1-7. Fantastic score from Katie Walsh. She scored now 1-4 in this game. 4 points from frees in the first half, a goal in the second half. That was a brilliant, brilliant, brilliant goal. And that change, the other change for Sligo was Caoimhe Connor coming in for Aoife Harron. So that was the third change. So Caoimhe Connor for Aoife Harron. We also have Maeve Casterly for Lisa Powell, and the earlier change, Lauren Normanley, who scored a point. She has come on for Leah Duffy. They are the Sligo changes in this game, and for Louth, they brought on Michelle McMahon, replaced number 13 Laura Collins. I beg your pardon. She scored 2 points in the first half for Louth, and that's the water break over. So now a straight run until full time, a 1-point game. We'll see how Louth react to the concession of that fantastic goal from Katie Walsh. And play resumes here. Referee Kevin Corcoran signals the game to get underway again, and it's Una Pearson, the goalkeeper, who was bamboozled by that shot. And it's Louth who get the ball back and move it forward from their own defence. They're still ahead though, despite conceding that goal to Sligo. The marvellous goal from Katie Walsh. It's Louth on the attack. Louth in red, playing from left to right as we watch it, and Sligo wearing the black jerseys, playing from right to left, with a slight breeze in their favour, and the rain has stopped briefly in the second half, but in the main it's been a wet day in Sligo as Louth give it away, and it's going to be a free there for Sligo. The referee signals that there was a tug on a Sligo jersey. 1-8 to 1-7, a 1-point game. Sligo now playing much better in the second half, and they have possession here and they hold on to it with Jade Lyons on the ball. Well, Jade Lyons gave it away. Louth intercept through Michelle McMahon, and now they can counter-attack with Aoife Russell. So Louth have it back. A lot of Sligo players back there to help out, but they're the kind of mistakes that both teams have been guilty of making, which is understandable given the conditions. It's slippy underfoot, and with the rain the handling isn't flawless, as you'd expect. So both teams guilty of turnovers and mistakes, giving away frees. And there we have Sligo giving away a free to Kate Flood. Now Kate has scored 1-3 already, including that fortuitous goal in the first half, when the ball, her shot meant for a point, slipped over Leonie Gohan, the Sligo goalkeeper. But here is Flood from point scoring distance from a free, and she puts that one wide. So another missed chance for Louth. We've had the water break. We've had 18 minutes played now in this second half, and there's going to be another change now. We see a change for Louth, a player coming in on that far side, And it's going to be the other corner forward. Jenny McCourt is off. And we'll see who, we'll just clarify who's come in for Jenny. But it's going to be a goal kick for Sligo, and that will be taken by Leonie Gohan. She plays it short to her Touristran clubmate Aisling Egan. So Sligo just a point down, have it within themselves to get something back, and Louth have shown themselves to be capable of adding and holding on to the lead. So we've a fascinating 10 minutes or so left here, and it's another change for, well, that's another sub on for Sligo. That's Lisa Casey. Lisa Casey just wide. So Lisa Casey has come into the fray for Sligo. So we've had a couple of changes there. Lisa Casey is on for Sligo, and we see a Louth forward in as well. So we know that it's Jenny McCourt has made way for Louth, and that's number 27 on that far side. So that's Ruth Hanna has come in for Louth. Ruth Hanna has come in for Louth for the corner forward, and Lisa Casey has come in for Megan McCormick. So one Eastern Harps player for another, as Sligo give it away. And Sligo are having to, well, they'll try to bottle Louth up in their own half, but Louth, as we've said several times during this commentary, Louth are good in possession, and the team that comes up after winning a title and promotion, it means certain parts of their game are assured. So they have patience, they have calmness, and they have an ability to move from defence to attack, as they're showing here. Another good move from Louth, and on the ball is Emer Byrne, the midfielder. Well, just as we were saying they were calm and cool, they made a mistake, they turn it over, and Sligo can counter. So now Sligo with a bit of pace. Aoife Morris-Rowe back to Maeve Casterly. Casterly to Katie Walsh. She's been very good in this half. Katie Walsh, she of that brilliant goal. Katie Walsh going through. What would she do here? She might take a score, a point. Yes, it's over the bar. Katie Walsh has scored again. This time it's an ordinary point. Earlier it was that superb goal, and now it's level, 1-8 to 1-8. Katie Walsh has brought Sligo level here in the 20th minute of this second half. And that's a short kick out from Una Pearson. Can Sligo punish Louth? They can't. Well, the Sligo forward, or the substitute forward, Maeve Casterly, went in strongly to try and win the ball back there for Sligo. The referee, Kevin Corcoran, didn't like it, so he's talking to Maeve Casterly, and not just that, will she be sanctioned with a yellow? As we see Ailish Hand is the player getting some attention off camera, and that's a yellow card for Maeve Casterly. So she's the second player to head to the sin bin, and this is the 21st minute. So the 21st minute of the second half, the second player to head to the sin bin. So Sligo temporarily down to 14 players for 10 minutes. So it will be stoppage time before they're back to 15 players. It's level though, 1-8 here at the IT Sligo GA grounds in this Lidl NFL Division 3A opener. Sligo and Louth giving us a humdinger in the rain. 1-8 here as Louth on the attack on that far side again. Aoife Russell back to Shannon McLaughlin, the team captain. So both teams, when they have to, are patient with possession, trying to retain the ball at all costs, recycle it, move it back, over and back into their own half. Different players on the ball. It's all about holding on to the possession and trying to work that space and that chance. Runners off the shoulder. That's the name of the game now. Well, then you have a mistake, as we have there from Louth. Quick check on the watch. 23 minutes gone now in the second half. It's 1-8 to 1-8. You would say that a draw would be a fair result, but I'm sure the home fans would like a result for Sligo, as another change for Louth coming in there. Number 24 now has 24 for number 14. So a Louth change. That's Shona Halligan is onto the team for Louth. The team in red. 1-8 to 1-8. Sligo on the attack. Sarah Reynolds on that far side. Drops the ball in around the house. Lauren Normanley won't get to it. Well, she was fouling her marker anyway. She would have had to work very hard to get onto it. She didn't. Louth defence done well and they have it back. And John briefly covers the screen with that famous handkerchief of his. But we're back to visibility again. And it's Louth who do well, juggle the ball a little bit around the middle, but they have possession and they're carrying it forward again. Roisin Kavanagh on the ball. Louth now in a position, a good attack. This is a good chance for Roisin Kavanagh. That's a nice, well, it's gone wide. Oh, that was a close one. Roisin Kavanagh did all the hard work, started the move, finished the move, but didn't quite just get the finish he wanted. So missed chance for Louth. Still 1-8 apiece here. 9 minutes and 15. That's 24 gone. 15 at the water break. 9 since then. Sligo bottled up a little bit in their own half. Aoife Morris-Rowe plays a careful ball back to her goalkeeper. Leonie Gohan then brings Jade Lyons into it. It's on the ground. Roisin Malloy. Good play from her to Sarah Reynolds. Sligo now moving forward with intent. Broken away by Michelle McMahon for Louth, but that's only a temporary respite. Sligo, of course, down to 14 players because of the yellow for Maeve Casterly. They're on the attack. This is the chance to take the lead for the first time in the game. Roisin Malloy. Good play from Malloy from Eastern Harps. So will it be Katie Walsh, who scored 1-4 already? 25 minutes gone in the second half. 1-8 apiece. Will Katie Walsh convert to put Sligo ahead for the first time? Katie Walsh from distance, right footed, free, lofts it in. Has she got the accuracy? She has. It's gone over. It's 1-9. 1-9 to 1-8. Sligo leading by a point. That's another score from Katie Walsh. 1-5 now she scored out of the 1-9. 1-9 to 1-8. 26 minutes gone. Sligo at 14 players. Louth at 15. Louth have had sway in this game for much of the contest. Another change there for Louth. We'll just clarify that. That's number 28, Hannah O'Neill, has come in. And I think it's number 9, Emer Byrne, making the way over to the Louth dugout on the far side. She's done well for Louth this afternoon, but a change. The Louth management feeling they needed someone else in there, something different. And Hannah O'Neill is that different option. It's Louth now trailing. It's Louth's turn to chase the game and to feel what it's like to be at the receiving end of the scoreboard. Sligo 1-9, Louth 1-8. Time ticking down now. Aoife Morris-Rowe up against Shona Halligan. Halligan wins that race. Halligan took a shoulder charge there from Ellie McDermott. And case of welcome to the match, Shona, but I think it might have been an unfair challenge on Shona Halligan. It's going to be a free in, I think, for Louth. Tough angle for them, but it's still a chance to level it up. 1-9 to 1-8. Sligo leading by a point here. We've got 27 minutes on the clock in this second half, and whatever else is to be added. A free for Louth here now. A hush descends over the home crowd as they wait to see what happens. The ball is kicked in and kicked over by Rebecca Carr. So that's level again now. 1-9 to 1-9. Rebecca Carr, number 5. Cool. Free conversion. And it's Sligo who get the free on that corner. And that's Leah Kelly takes it and sends it back to Aoife Morris-Rowe. It's 1-9 to 1-9. Would the respective managers be happy with a draw? Probably. Would they rather win? Most definitely. As Sligo now on the attack again. Jade Lyons now. There's been some better movement and attacks from Sligo in this second half. Lisa Casey on the ball. Can she work a chance? She pops it back to a teammate. Sligo keep the ball live. They keep it moving. Rachel O'Brien is back on the pitch, as she has been in the second half. She got the first yellow card for Sligo, but she won a free there, of course. In terms of personnel, Sligo are still down Maeve Casserly, who got that yellow in the 21st minute of the second half. And we're now in the 29th minute. So Katie Walsh, this is a difficult chance for Walsh, but it's 1-9 each. 29 minutes gone. Katie Walsh, a free from distance, right-footed. Is she accurate? Yes, she is. Katie Walsh has put it over the bar. It's now 1-10 to 1-9. Sligo lead. Katie Walsh, another score from her. That's 1-7 for Katie Walsh. And if you could give her extra points for that, the magnificence of that second half goal, you would. But she still only has scored 1-7. 1-7 of Sligo's 1-10 goes to Katie Walsh. So Sligo lead 1-10 to 1-9. They've made hard work of it at times, but a 1 point lead for Sligo, and we're into the 29th minute of this game, and whatever stoppages to be added. As Louth now try and work the ball out of their own half. They won a free close at this sideline here. We're now to the last minute of normal time or whatever else to be added. Sligo leading by a point, and it didn't seem like that they would be in this position in the first half when they trailed, and Louth got that fortuitous goal. Seems a long time ago when Kate Flood scored. But Louth still are in this game and still have a chance of an equalising score. A point between them, 1-10-1-9. Louth on the attack. And it's Rebecca Carr who levelled matters up a few minutes ago, making it 1-9 each. She now wins a free for her team as the breeze picks up a little bit here. The rain hasn't stopped at all, really. Quite a miserable day, so fair play to the teams for serving what they have done, serving up this entertaining contest. And now it's going to be a free launched in. Has that gone over? It's gone over, and that's the equalising score. And we think it was number 5 again, Rebecca Carr, but it is level. We're not sure of the score there, but it is 1-10-1-10, and we're now into time added on, so very little time left for Sligo to manufacture the winning score, but they have possession in their own half. They have it in their own half, and now it's Claire Dunn on the ball. Claire Dunn pops it to Katie Walsh. This is the player Sligo want in possession. Katie Walsh going through. Lisa Casey is inside. Claire Dunn. It doesn't reach Dunn. It does, however, reach Ellie McDermott. In that corner is Lauren Normanley. Sligo still have it in the corner. It's 1-10 each. Louth just equalising seconds ago. Well, maybe 30 seconds ago. Sligo have it back now. Rachel O'Brien to Ellie McDermott. The clock now is ticking down, and that's it. The clock has ticked down, and it's level here. It's finished 1-10 apiece. So a share of the spoils in this little NFL Division 3A opener. Both teams had chances. Both teams had good possession and good phases of play, but it was Louth who looked like they were going to dominate in the first half. They didn't. Louth led at half time, of course, 1-7-6. Sligo had much the better second half, and that equaliser from Rebecca Carr gave Louth a share of the spoils. We hope you've enjoyed proceedings as much as we have in presenting it to you. So thanks from everyone here at IT Sligo. It's finished here in this exciting National Football League contest. Sligo 1-10, Louth 1-10.